Alright guys, so you're going to start by doing 3 big arm circles starting from the bottom and then coming up, and then you'll reverse that the opposite way. Goal here is to open up the chest and just get yourself ready. You'll move right into arm circles forward, small arm circles just to warm up everything, and then you'll move to big arm circles, reaching all the way to the top, trying to get that full range of motion. You'll do that for about 20 seconds, and then you'll start with small arm circles going the opposite direction. Then we'll move into big arm circles. Again, trying to open up that chest, get the shoulders nice and ready for a little bit of work. Then you're going to stand about hip, shoulder distance apart, ground through the feet, and then hinge forward at the hips, grabbing either side of your arm and swaying back and forth. This is great for your hamstrings and lower back. Go into a halfway lift, grab opposite arms, sway back and forth. You'll repeat this 3 times. Next, you'll walk your hands out into a plank, and you'll slowly lower yourself to the ground, untuck the back toes, lift up through the chest. Look over your right shoulder, look over your left, and bring yourself back to the ground here. Tuck the toes, push up into downward facing dog. Here we're going to pedal out the feet, again stretching through the hamstrings and the Achilles. Next, you'll bring your right foot all the way up to the sky and then thread it through, reach it forward. You'll scoot your hands to the inside of the right foot, and you'll keep static stability in the back. So keep that back leg engaged. Holding here for about 30 seconds. Untuck the back toe. Bring that leg down to the ground and hold here. You're going to reach up towards the right. And plant the opposite hand and reach up towards the left. You're going to untuck the back toe, come back to downward facing dog, reach the opposite leg forward. Left leg comes forward, both hands stay on the inside of the left leg. It's helpful to have a timer so you know to stay in each pose for about 30 seconds. Drop that back knee, untuck that toe. We're going to reach up towards the right side of the body. Plant the right hand, reach up towards the left. Then you're going to come back to the center, untuck that back leg, and pedal out the feet, downward facing dog. Next, you're going to go into a pigeon pose. You'll start with the right leg, keeping the chest tall. Nice nice big inhales and exhales. Make sure that back foot is untucked and you're getting that full stretch through your ankle. This pose is a 2-minute hold. You'll hold for 1 minute with your chest up, and then you'll come down onto your forearms, finish it out for the remaining minute. Next, you'll come back to your hands, untuck that back leg, shake it out, pedal out the feet in downward facing dog. Next, you'll bring that left leg all the way up and thread it through pigeon pose on the left side. Try and keep your chest up as much as possible. It's normal to have one side that's a little bit tighter. Just try and breathe through it and relax. Come down onto those forearms. Settle into that pigeon pose for the last minute here. Next, you'll get out of that, go back to downward facing dog. Come out into a plank pose, lower yourself down to the ground. You're going to flatten out your body here. Bring both sides of your hands out wide. Lift that left leg and drape it over to the right side of the body. Coming back to center and shaking it out, bringing up that right leg and draping it over to the left side of the body. Hold here. Come back to center, shake it out, come back into that push-up position, untuck the back toes, and push back into downward facing dog. Come down to tabletop position here, and you'll do a couple of body rolls in cat pose. And lean back onto your ankles. This is a great opportunity to also stretch out your arms and your wrists. You can change positions. Try and keep those shoulders down and back and that chest up. If you have the flexibility, feel free to come down onto your back here, getting that full body stretch. You can also switch your hand position. You'll come back and do a cat pose with your hands folded over, cow pose. You'll do this 3 times. Switch your wrists around. And push back into downward facing dog. Walk your feet up to your hands, halfway lift. And you'll grab the back of your ankles here and try to bring your chest as close to your legs as possible. And slowly rise to the top. Roll those shoulders down and come down into a seated position. You'll take your right leg across your left and spinal twist here. Remember to keep that chest up and that head in a neutral position. Go ahead and with the leg that is straight, in this case it would be your left leg, you're going to flex and point your ankle, trying to play around with your ankle mobility and just keep that foot and ankle active through this stretch. You'll go ahead and release that by bringing the left leg up and The right leg stays over top into figure 4 stretch. Opposite foot gets some love here. After that, you're going to lean forward with your legs extended, seated forward fold. Don't forget the feet and the ankles. Come back up and switch sides. Left leg goes over the right spinal twist. And bring that right foot up and close to the glute for that figure 4 stretch. Left leg stays across the right leg. Again, a great opportunity to open up through the wrists and the forearms, ground through the palm of the hand. And shake it out. Lean forward into that forward fold. Straddle position. Coming back and coming down into a child's pose. We're going to hold this position for 2 minutes. This is a great time to thank your body for all the work it's done. Go ahead and widen that child's position by bringing the knees out and the toes together, sitting back and sinking into those hips. Now you'll walk those hands over to one side of the body, getting a nice big stretch through that side body. walking it over to the right side now. Our bodies do so much work for us, and it's always good to give back to the body by stretching it out, releasing tension, and just being grateful to move and to live in this vessel. Back to center, push back and slowly walk yourself up. Stand up, come onto your toes, tippy toes, rocking back and forth, and you're done. Thanks guys for showing up. We'll see you on the next one.